Alright guys, how's it going today? We got a scan tool I'm going to try out today, Thinkdiag2 by thinkcar. I've tried out a little bit before, full disclosure, so I've downloaded the app on my phone already and everything like that. But I'm just going to show you guys in case you want to pick yourself up one. Sorry for the shady camera work. You got the thinkcar little case thing it comes in. This is pretty nice. Instruction booklet, which nobody needs, right? So this comes with this. It's a little scan tool, plugs into your OBD2 port. It doesn't have a screen or anything. You control everything from the app on your phone. So let's plug it in. I'll show you. Here's the dash of the vehicle we're working on. This is a Dodge Grand Caravan. As you can see, it has several lights on the dash. I think it's from the battery being dead, but we'll see. I just bought this, and not sure why the lights are on. It had a dead battery. I'm pretty sure the lights are on because of that, but we'll see. So I wanted to show you that. It has a bunch of lights on. I'm going to try clearing. So plug it in. There we go. When you plug it in, it'll power up here. Just leave it on the floor. And then, I don't have the ignition on right now. I'll turn it on. And then I can try and connect. Then you open your phone. And then you open the Thinkdiag app. And it'll tell you the software automatically downloaded for you. Okay. And then, you can control everything from in here. You can scan your VIN. This is pretty slick, I think. A lot of things now are going to where you control everything from your phone, which is nice. Whatever, we'll go to OBD functions. We'll go to read fault code. No fault code. No check engine light. There isn't a check engine light. There's other. It's communicating. We're going to go to health report. Keys on.
PCM, power, ABS, anti-lock braking system, BCM, body control module, WCMT-PMS, radio no fault code, DMFL,
Fault 3, fault 2, 1, 4.
DMFR, door module front light, fault 2.
Alright, so it read all the faults. Let's see. The PCM, we have no fault. ABS, we have 6 faults. You do have an ABS light. Body control module, we have 5 faults. Wireless control module tire, we have 4 faults. HVAC, we have 1 fault. Door module, we have 3 faults. Another door module, front left, front right, we have 3 and 2. Alright, so we're going to go to clear system DTC. Yes, I do want to clear all the fault memory. Engine off, key on. Confirm.
PCM, power Powertrain control module.
So I'm
no
going to
fault
clear
code.
all the faults because I think all the fault codes are because the battery was dead.
SRS. Supplemental inflatable. CCM.
See up here now we have some
Instrument closet. HVAC.
lights flashing, and see now, see, they even saw them go away.
Front left. No fault code. DMFR. Door module front right. No fault code.
So it's done doing what it's doing. So now it's has no fault codes in the ABS. So it has TPMS faults. I'll bet it has dead batteries in the TPMS sensors. Everything else has no fault codes, so we should only have TPMS. So let's start it up. Low fuel. It is low on fuel, but the only light I have left is a TPMS light. So it did its job, cleared all the faults. Like I said, there's probably a TPMS battery that's dead. It says it has 2 faults, so we can actually go in here and see what the faults are and read the fault codes. So yeah, it says tire pressure sensor 1 internal, and 2 internal. So I'm sure the TPMS sensors are dead. That's why it's doing that. This is a 2009 vehicle, so I'm sure they're the original sensors. Oh, let's see what we can do. Read data stream. And you can select all this stuff. It does everything a regular scan tool would do, but it's kind of handy to have everything in your phone. Alright, so scan system.
PCM. Powered. ABS. Anti-lock braking system. BCM. Body control module. WCM TPMS. Radio equip. DMFL. Door module front left equip. DMFR. Door module front right equip.
You guys can kind of see how this thing works. It's a pretty slick little scan tool. Cleared all my faults that it was able to. And then, like I said, I can go back and do all these reports and stuff like that. So, you know, it seems like it's a pretty decent little scan tool. I've only used it. This is only the second time I've messed with it, but for me, it seems like it works pretty good. Cleared the faults. The faults have not come back yet, as you can see. So, yeah. So, you know, this is it's the Thinkdiag2 by thinkcar. So, if you want to, pick yourself up one.
Now, when you purchase them, you're good to go for an entire year. But you gotta pay for a subscription if you want to keep using the tool after that first year. Now, for the thinkcar 2, the Thinkdiag2, the subscription is right around $100. So if you're willing to pay the subscription fee, this is going to be a really good deal for you, especially this one, the brand new Thinkdiag2, because it's so much more capable than the other one that I've tested. Now, I mentioned that this got ECU coding, and it is so good. Have a look at the screen here. Just like every other function of a scan tool, you're car dependent. So if your car will allow it, you can code certain functions in that car, like the seatbelt warning. On the Tundra, I've turned that off, so I can put a lunchbox here in the passenger seat or toolbox, and it's not going to have that seatbelt warning buzzer constantly beeping at me as I'm driving down the road. That's a super good feature. It'll program other things like the automatic headlights and door locks and all sorts of things. There's, who knows, probably about 50 different parameters that you can set the way you want to using this tool. The second very valuable set of capabilities for the Thinkdiag2 is that it can program the immobilizer. So if you lose your keys for your car and you don't want to go to a dealership to have new keys programmed, this tool can do that in your driveway. You can just go buy a blank key, and this tool will program that key to your car, and you can start it up and drive away basically for free. As long as you have this tool and your subscription, you are good to go. That is a very valuable feature. It's guaranteed to pay for itself if you use it one time. Dealership fees go from $200 and up just to make a key for a car if you're missing one. So if you haven't figured it out, Thinkdiag2 is my recommendation for 2024 for DIYers because it is so powerful and affordable. It's a no-brainer. This is the best tool that I've tested so far. Now there's a Thinkdiag and a Thinkdiag2. The 2 is a little bit better. It's got lights on both sides so you can see what it's doing, if it's powered on and if it's working. It also has the longer cable. The first one is just a small dongle, like the ones that get lost. So this is better in that way. It also has Bluetooth 5, so it communicates a lot faster with your iPad. And it has new CAN protocols so that it can talk to GM cars that are 2020 and newer, where the Thinkdiag1 can't do that. Now, what can it pair to? Now, it can pair to any iOS device, so any iPhone or iPad. It works great, and I like using the iPad because you got the bigger screen, you can just see better. Really like working with that. But it won't pair with a Samsung Galaxy tablet. It's not available in their app store, but it does work on Galaxy phones. So a Galaxy phone, iPhone, or iPad works great, and it's very fast. Alright, it's time to put some transmission fluid in here and we can get this job done. Now, aside from better functionality, that thinkcar Thinkdiag2 Thinkdiag2. It's got a better user interface. It's a lot easier for me to just go through all the menus more organically. It just seems more natural. It's laid out better, and let me show you here. If I'm looking for the transmission temp, I can just search for a keyword like temp, hit search, and it's going to take me right to it, so I don't have to scroll through all of the data PIDs just to find the one that I'm looking for. So I'm going to go with AT oil temperature 1, because that's the one that we're monitoring to do this job. And there we go. That's our AT temp. So let's graph that. And now I can just look at this at a glance and see where we're at. But gotta put some fluid in there real quick. Let me get this down into the transmission. I'll be right back. So it's a more friendly user interface and it's faster. This is by far the fastest scan tool that I have in my arsenal. And part of that has to do with the fact that I can hook it up to a brand new iOS device, either my iPhone or this iPad, and it really blazes. Plus it's got the Bluetooth 5 if your device has that capability. Oops. And the CAN protocol. So this thing is blazing fast compared to really any other tool that I have. The worst thing is if you have laggy data and you're trying to find something, or if you're just looking through, you're trying to do a full system scan and you're waiting, this doesn't make you wait very long at all. All right, 3 more to go, and then we're going to check the temperature and get this level right. I'm going to let the transmission warm up and drain at the same time out of this overfill. But I want to tell you about one more thing that I love about this tool that you're not going to find in a regular scan tool. Alright, I'm watching this temperature come up here. We're not quite there yet, so I've got some time to talk to you about what I really like about this tool, especially for me because I'm doing these videos. This is the only tool that I've ever seen that gives you a complete list of every function that it has in its capabilities for every car in its whole software program. So that means if you ask me about a Toyota or a Dodge or whatever car you have, I can tell you if this tool has the capability you're looking for before you make that purchase. Radio just came on. Guess the wife is inside on her device. So that's a really cool feature. I wish I could do that with every tool so I could answer all your questions, but with this one, I've got that, and that is super awesome. So if it's not already obvious, this is the tool that I recommend for DIYers in 2024 because it's got a great price and it's got great functionality. The only thing is you have to decide whether the compromises are something you're willing to deal with or not. productivo mojado.